Kabow! Hey, in this video right here that you are watching, we're going to be talking about the feeling or the emotion of being stuck and how to get past it. Now, it's really important that I say the emotion of getting stuck, because more often than not, when we are stuck, it's in here and it's in here. Life is shit sometimes. Let's be honest. Life is motherfucking shit. We are trying to achieve something, we are trying to do something, we are trying to get something, and shit keeps happening that will bring us back down to size, bring us back down to square one, to the place. It's almost like bring us back to this unresolved feeling. So, the feeling of feeling stuck is incredibly important to recognize, because if we are in a situation where we are struggling or stuck, more often than not, it is because we, in here and anywhere else you want, we as a person are struggling to see the answer. Now, I'm going to end this video with an interesting story that illustrates the point very interestingly. But the feeling of being stuck, what people do, not everyone, and maybe not you, maybe, or definitely not after watching this video, what people do is the feeling of being stuck is so painful sometimes that what they want to do is avoid that feeling. So we overcompensate, we try too soon to find a solution to the problem. So think of it this way. Oh, my love life sucks. There's no one in my life. I better go talk to people. That's true. The action of talking to people will probably, solve some loneliness. But if you are feeling stuck, for say, in your love life, trying to move too soon is actually detrimental, because you bring that shit with you. You bring it with you. You're like, no one ever loves me. So you go to people and someone's like, hey, I like you. And you're like, yeah, no one ever loves me. Personally, in the past, I have been on dates with people who are like, no guy ever likes me. And I'm like, I'm here. So that's what we do. We color everything with our experiences. So if we are in a situation where we are feeling stuck, we will color all possible solutions with that feeling of feeling stuck. So it's important then, how do we get past it? The answer is always the same. Motherfucking surrender. This is Success via Surrender, and I'm Sharam Namdarian. We must surrender to feeling stuck. We must allow ourselves to feel stuck, to feel paused, to feel struggle, to let that emotion run its course, and then pretty soon, because you are no longer blocked, you will perceive the answer, and it is usually already in front of you. For example, one of my favorite things when I'm coaching people in their love life, very specific example, is when people are talking about when they finally release that energy, when they finally surrender and let go of the frustration and the stuckness. More often than not, they find someone in that they already knew, or literally they saw every day but without even realizing. It's a really common example when there's like a few like Southeast Asian countries that will often, the women will seek men internationally. It's like a common, and also like around Africa and stuff like that. It's a common situation I've found. But when we surrender, when we let those feelings come up, very quickly they find someone nearby, someone who they could have met earlier, because we are no longer coloring it with our junk, with our stuck emotions. So how do we surrender to being stuck? Well, in the past I've done a video, 3 steps to how to surrender. My most powerful way is to just allow yourself to feel. Either allow yourself to feel it, watch videos like this, talk to me privately, get coaching, do programs, whatever your solution is. I don't necessarily care as long as you learn to surrender. Now, here's the important thing is sometimes we cannot fully surrender. This is always a little asterisk. We cannot fully surrender to something until we have surrendered and let go of all the junk around it. So if you feel like you are stuck, maybe you hate feeling stuck. Maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you hate feeling frustrated. Maybe you feel exhausted. Maybe you feel stressed that you're exhausted. Maybe you feel stressed that you feel stuck. This is at an emotional level, the inner game, to surrender all those feelings and the feelings about those feelings and the feelings about those feelings about those feelings and the feelings about those feelings and about those feelings about those feelings. The fucking ladder goes on forever. And that's super important to recognize. Now, story time. Story time from Sharam's Lifey Life. There was a time where I had run out of money and I was deciding, hey, I'm going to restart my life again. What do? What did I do when I was younger? I was a bartender. Can you imagine me as a bartender? Pretty freaking sweet. But so I decided in Australia to get my RSA, the Responsible Service of Alcohol. And so I went to a like a TAFE thing to do at the course. Now, what's funny is I remember when I was young being quite stressed about this. So I'm going there and I'm now from a higher perspective, an expanded awareness through surrender. This was at a time where I didn't fully understand what surrender was. And so I had been scrambling to create all of these little methods. I go there and the teacher is very explicit. She says, these are the answers, these are the questions that you're going to have, and these are the answers. For example, if you get a question that's multiple choice and it says all of the above, well, the answer is going to be all of the above. She's very explicitly telling us, these are the questions, these are the answers. Because we're there to learn, right? We're there to learn. The course teaches us that how to serve alcohol. It doesn't necessarily benefit them to have us fail. So these are the tests, these are the questions, these are the answers. Not in the exact order, but as we went through the course content, it was like, okay, cool. Look, it talks about alcohol sizes, servings, whatever. They're going to say this, it's this will be the answer. Very explicit. Now, the girl I'm sitting next to is freaking out. And I'm talking to her, and she's like, oh, what about this? I've got to study this, got to study that, got to study this, got to study that. Oh, God, what about this? Is this the answer? Is this going to be on it? Is that it? She's trying to memorize the entire booklet. Now, me, at this point, my goal was just to get my RSA. I wasn't there to help everyone. I was there to get my RSA. I was like, all right, you do you. I was the first one to finish the test. I was the first one to get my RSA out of that group. I got 100% on the test. Why? Because the answers are fucking there. The universe will tell you the answers are usually right in front of us. But are we stressed or are we looking in the wrong places? This girl, I don't know, I left too soon. I should have waited to ask if she passed. But she was stressed. So what does she do? She colored her experiences with her stress. When we are stuck, we color the experiences with our stuck. Everything around us will only help us feel more stuck, even the successes. If you feel stuck, you get a success. It will take you down a path to feel more stuck until you surrender. Surrender is a natural process. What we have done here today, that's my fucking gift, is we systemize things. I personally never walk down a path without trying to figure out how to replicate that path. And all path solutions I found in my life, this was always the solution. Surrender to the feeling, surrender to the feelings about the feelings, let them fully be experienced, let them fully pass and go and be what they're meant to be. So if you feel stuck, let yourself feel stuck. If you hate feeling stuck, let yourself hate feeling stuck. There is a million videos I have in here and here. That's why I'm doing these handheld videos, because I can get them out quicker. Pretty soon I want to do more videos where I'm out in public. But guess what? We're in lockdown. What's public? Talk to you tomorrow.